Hotep, and give me a few moments here. Looks like I need to connect to Facebook. Ever since, ever since I have been having issues with starting up on Facebook. There we go.
Wow.
Okay. I don't know what's up with Facebook. Either way, all right. Peace and blessings to all of you. Hotep, Konnichiwa, Islam, Rahubet, peaceful, respective greetings to you all. I am out here getting some of my remedy from this great sun, and I have the Chief Elder Minister John D. Henry with me in the studio today, and he is speaking on the importance of having an African name during these libertarian times. So, Chief Elder Minister, again, welcome to Karmic Dynasty. How are you doing today?
Hotep and blessing doing black tastic is my best
I was waiting
word.
to hear that.
Is that is my best word that I can give with positive energy, sending that out to everyone around the world. It's good to see you, Queen. It's good to see you.
Gratitude, you too. If you would share your opening with all of us and start the show as you see fit. Peace, Kai. Peace,
Yes, my name is Chief Elder
my
Minister. I'm over
laptop, but
here
peace.
in Georgetown, South Carolina. Um, Today's topic we're going to be speaking about the how is it important and why is it important to have an African name. As we moving through this galaxy, I call it, and through the cosmos, we speak in energy to the cosmos and the universe. And given that to say that even the creator, um, and I say this with all due respect, only can recognize tones and vibrations. So when you speaking through a frequency of energy that can be detected by the Most High. That's up there. And that's all around us because the gods and the goddesses are inside of us. I'm gonna go ahead and dive deep into this right now. First, I want to do the opening of the prayer of the African village here, the Gullah Geechee African village of Georgetown, South Carolina. We say it like this: Hotep and blessing, sending out positive energy for healing and spiritual growth and protection around the world. Ashe, Ashe, Asheo. With that given to
Ashe.
say, with that
Yo.
given to, with that given to say, it's an honor to be coming in front of you once again on this Saturday afternoon. You could be doing anything else out there in the world, but you choose to be in this comfort zone where you are 100% safe and secure. Um, Dealing with the 42 principles of Ma'at, I'm giving you a little bit background of where I am and where I stands at. Traveling through this time period and this pandemic and everything that's going on, we had to focus more on positivity and where we going to be going and what we're going to be doing and how we're going to get there. And one of those things is by doing extensive research, is discovering who you are. Once you find out your identity, your true identity, which is spirituality and your culture, your African centric culture, and we can call it the melanated culture. You see what I'm saying? Because we've been here, everybody else just getting here. And I was appointed as chief elder back in 2007 with the National Black Council of Elders, where I was always been still seeking. I'm still learning to this day, even though I be turning 62 years old this year here. You never stop seeking for truth. You had to find what is your passion. You had to find out your purpose for being here. by us being colonized by the Europeans, it took us way over into stage left where we never should have been at. But give us suffices to say we here right now, and this is the time for a new beginning, and that new beginning starts with who you are and your name. My African name is Tubulo. You see what I'm saying? And I'm learning that dialect to be speaking as well. You will see my full African centered spiritual name on my Facebook page, and I have a list of maybe uh about 200 African names that people once you find your true path, you can inbox me and then I can email you a copy of that list so freely that you can share. Um, as we move forward through these times, there's two major things that is very important that I discovered: your identity and signs. I'm gonna say that again: your identity of who you are by name to be recognized, and uh, your reason for being here. Like I say, that the reason why we as melanated people here in North America and around the world are being so attacked that there's too much bloodshed on Great Mother Earth. And as we was growing up, it was always an identity thing. And that identity thing was, okay, I'm black, you white, you Italian, you Greek, you Jewish. You see what I'm saying? Each one of those cultures, they know their identity, but our identity was hidden in the sands. It was buried for over 6,000 years, and this why we had adopted someone else's religion, which is Christianity. And there's a couple more religions that I could name in there, but we're just going to stick with Christianity and Islam. Okay, those two right there. And so as we moving forward and searching your purpose and searching your identity, once you find that, then you go ahead and give yourself or you will be appointed by an ambassador or by a chief, your rightful given name, or you have the honor and the choice to go ahead and choose a name that you feel resonate in your heart and open up your mind and let the ancestors definitely guide your energy and your spirit. And so this how we become so misguided because we don't know who we are. You see what I'm saying? And I talked to several people, and I'm always talking about Africa just in the last 15 years and how we was brought up watching Tarzan, watching different clippings on TV about Ethiopia and the famine and the drought and all that stuff like that. That was a program that I call stigma that was implanted in our minds. So when you talk to someone about Africa, you want to go to Africa, let's visit Africa, the first thing they say, they don't want to go there. Now, also, mind you, before all the continents was broke up, all this was Great Mother Africa, or all of this was our people land. You see what I'm saying? The land of the brave and the home and the free. And see, excuse me, I dropped my phone. And we always been here, all over this planet. This is our rightful heirs home. You see what I'm saying? And but yet by us being here, we lost everything. Everything. We had the land, we had agriculture, we had businesses, we had the whole structure to survive and sustain ourselves as melanated people and being sovereign. Being sovereign means that there's no government that's over you to tell you to do this and tell you to do that. You see what I'm saying? So as we take advantage of this time right now, I know a lot of people is going through different things in your homes. You know what I'm saying? You got different things going behind the scene that you don't want out there in the public because you may feel ashamed or something like that. But don't feel ashamed. You are a human being. You are a divine spiritual being having a human experience. And so as as we go through this shift with the cosmos and the galaxies about 4 months ago, all 12, 24 planets was in perfect alignment. And that only happens once in every 1.2 trillion years. So we are in the fullest of time of this time zone now. And reconnecting and moving forward because we can't stay on the same stage. Excuse me, we can't stay on the same stage no more. You see what I'm saying? Because it's not our way. That old way is going against nature, is going against harmony, is going against spirituality, and eventually it ends up in a dark tunnel. We can call that dark tunnel for right now dead, dead energy. Even you have a car battery, sometimes it lose a cell, and it sometimes lose two cells, and then you got to keep charging it and keep charging, and then you got to keep having somebody to jump to your car. It's the same thing with our body. We have to make sure that every cell in our body and organs are operating and functioning to its highest capacity, mainly at this time here, even your immune system. And so once you get that identity, your identity, um, I'm Petula. You see what I'm saying? And Petula can mean, and I'm just using this as an example. Petula maybe mean great one. You see what I'm saying? And so now you starting to let that tone and that vibration go through the universe. So when you speak it and when others speak it, it echoes like a rhythm, like a drum beat, like a guitar string. It sends out a vibration and tone that the universe automatically recognizes. And I'm finna say this respectfully. You can get on your knees, you can say salat and all that kind of stuff right there and pray. That's not a frequency. That's not
Right.
a tone. You see what I'm saying? So your prayers is not going to where it needs to go so that it can manifest in your life and you can see it manifest in your life. And I say this with deepest respect. And I can't cut no corners because it's too serious right now. You see what I'm
And we
saying?
appreciate you not cutting corners.
And thank you. I say. So if I defend anyone, it's good. I want you to take a little bit of castor oil. You remember how our parents, our grandparents, when we were sick, our grandparents used to give us some castor oil. You see what I'm saying? And she know you couldn't take it. You know what I'm saying? So what she do? She'll put a little bit of honey on that castor oil so that you can digest it a little bit better. And when she come with that spoon, you're not running out the back door. You know what I'm saying? So I give honor to our ancestors. And so we're going to use that terminology. We're going to use my terminology. Let me be your physician for a few. I'm going to give you some anesthesia. So if you feel a little bit of pain, I'm gonna start you off with 1 cc so you'll be able to hear and let all this resonate to you and play this on a rewind and add it to your library. So those frequency and those tones has to resonate. See, these Europeans, they know how to cultivate you. They know you better than you know yourself. That's why they're in rulership. You see what I'm saying? Mind control been going on when you was in your mama's womb. I'm gonna say it again. Mind control was going on when you was in your mother's womb. You see what I'm saying? Because you heard everything. You felt everything. You heard the echo of the vibration and the tone inside the womb of your moms. And so going back to your name gonna set precedents. It's just like the way that I'm dressed right now. When I walk amongst the European and our people, they don't see me as a European. They see me as African centric. They see the Ankh, some call it a cross, and I had to elaborate and let them know, no, this is an Ankh. It's a difference. This represents 360 degrees of life from the beginning. From the beginning. And the cross is a crucifix that represents death. So your choice is you want life or you want death. So identity moving forward so that you can be recognized of who you are and what you represent. You see the Jews in New York City, they have their own community and they all walk around with all black on. You see what I'm saying? You ain't got to say, oh, that's Italian, because you know he's a Jew. But you see our people coming from mosques and synagogues and churches and different functioning. You can identify off the bat without even knowing that person, who that person is. What that person is. Oh, he's an African or she's an African American. You see what I'm saying? You don't say that that's a spiritual person. That person is a culture centered person. You see what I'm saying? We can use the terminology as African, you see what I'm saying, to be identified. And but if you have a three-piece suit on or you got your jogging outfit on or whatever attire you have on for that day right there, that's European. See, they got black people wearing European clothes. You see what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with it to a certain degree. But as we moving forward, our identity must shine like a light in a dark at the end of a dark tunnel so we can guide other free spirits through. You see what I'm saying? And so that's how your name is going to be your tattoo for the rest of your journey, the rest of your well being on this great Mother Earth. You have to find your path. You've been sent here for a purpose. You ain't been sent here to be indoctrinated by a European system. You wasn't sent here to be a slave. You were sent here to honor your mother and your father. Honor the village. Honor your tribe. Honor your culture. And cultivate the land. Cultivate the land so that we be self-sufficient. We will never have to rely and depend on no one. And that's where we headed. At least some of us. You see what I'm saying? There's going to be two dimensions. There's going to be the fifth dimension, which is a higher vibration tone and frequency in the flesh, and a lower frequency or dimension, which is the third, and anything up under the third is a lower frequency, a lower vibration, a lower a lower vibration and frequency. Excuse me. And so you want to be in a point where you raising your consciousness, your awareness of who you is. It's all inside you. You just have to gurgitate it, eat it, and gurgitate it, and then digest it again, and then bring it forth. And sometime on this path, you're gonna feel like you're the only one, because you're the only one that has your assignment. Because there's a great puzzle that's coming together collectively. Our people finally gonna be unified, finally going to come together and agree on several different terms, several different methods, several different projects moving forward. You see what I'm saying? You ain't got to worry about the rump shakers. You on the fifth dimension, you ain't got to worry about the drug dealers. On the fifth dimension, you ain't got to worry about being a slave. You ain't got to worry about being shot at. You ain't got to worry about going to the grocery and wondering and saying a prayer if I gonna make it back home. You ain't got to worry about if you traveling. Is you going to be safe? Everything on the fifth dimension is going to be an equal playing field that I call it. And everybody is going to be resonated through thoughts and through your actions. They can identify you who you are. You already identify you on the fifth and sixth and seventh dimension. You see what I'm saying? You look to the side and say, "Oh, you finally made it here." You see what I'm saying? You look to the right or to the left and say, "Oh, you finally made it here." I thought you were never going to make it because the messenger's been here. Don't shoot the messenger, but hear the messenger. Let it resonate into your spirit. Let that vibration echo so that this way that when you want to reflect back, it'll come to you naturally. Your movements will be more smoother. Your strut will be more tighter. Your appearance will look more shiny. That you attract the people that's on the fifth and the sixth and the seventh dimension. See, what I'm speaking about dimensions, I never knew about them. You see what I'm saying? I never knew about your chakras. I never knew about your energy. We was taught about your soul. You see what I'm saying? Your soul going to heaven. Your soul going to hell. There's no such place. I'm going to say that again. There's no such place. See, that's a fair tactic of the slave master to keep you in bondage, to keep you serving him for decades and decades to come. Somebody tell me I hear you out there, Chief Elder. I say. And as you going through this test of trials of being a divine spiritual being, I'm not saying you ain't gonna get attacked, but this time you will have your defense system, your shield, your oracle around you. It says in the Bible, if I can use this terminology for reflection, it said, put on the whole armor. Oh, God. When you're taking a shower, when you're driving, when you're asleep, when you're just chilling, that armor is on you. That's your aura. There's enough energy in one person's body to light up a whole city. Yes, a whole city. You are the one. You are the one that's going to make the change. But you got to get rid of that fear. You got to start calling yourself a god and goddesses and act like one, walk like one, talk like one, and you can move a mountain. You could turn another person around. If that person have a lower vibration and tone, they won't even see you. They won't even see you. They'll go another way if they had a thought of coming in your circle and doing harm to you or your family. You will be that positive reflection of energy. That's another reason why you got to have your name, your identity. And you got to be able to recognize symbols. Learn the symbols. I'm learning those symbols on about Kemet. You see what I'm saying? I have the Egyptian Book of the Dead, first edition. You will see an eagle, you'll see a hawk, you'll see tigers and lions, and you'll see some entities that may have a beak on their. And if you can't recognize the symbol, you see what I'm saying? You may be misguided. And giving honor to all my master teachers that helped cultivated me into our history, our story, I thank you. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you. And but yet, that was your time. That was your paradigm. Because I don't hear, I'm going to say this again. I don't hear nobody bringing a powerful message as this chief elder minister, giving you the tools and the principles to help guide you through these troubled times. Through these troubled times. So let it resonate, because your decisions are going to be based on your thought and your attention before you even speak. And also to your children. Children, we got to recreate a whole new generation that's going to be much powerful than us. You see what I'm saying? What stage are in? You see what I'm saying? Far as generation, you may be the fourth or fifth generation. You might be the first or the second. You can't be the first because somebody came before you. You see what I'm saying? Whatever generation you are at your age right now, you either gonna create life or you're gonna create destruction, because there is no death. There is no death. The body will go back to the earth, but your energy will be transcending into the spiritual realm from where it all started from. You see what I'm saying? You can call it Allah, you can call it Buddha, you can call it Yahshua, you can call it Jehovah, call it what you want to call it. But it ain't working for you. It ain't keeping you safe. You might feel safe because you're operating on a lower frequency. You see what I'm saying? But once you start sharing and speaking as I speak and others are speaking, then you'll really see what I'm bringing to you. Because the body will go back to the earth, but that energy will transcend. That's why I tell a lot of pastors, a lot of bishops, stop preaching that slave sermon of death, because you're killing the mindset of the people in your congregation. They know, most of them know the truth, because I asked them about the Council of Nicaea. You see what I'm saying? Of 325 AD. That now follow me, because I'm putting it all in a globe. I'm giving you your crystal ball so that you can look in there and see it. And the Council of Nicaea that created this entity that we call Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. You see what I'm saying? That story was taken from our culture. Constantine seen it. He seen our story. He seen our history in the walls of Kemet. And they vow not to let us know this. Now, you have some Freemasons, you see what I'm saying, that are Caucasoids and reptilians as well. You see what I'm saying? And they know the secrets of Kemet, what can feed your mind, what can help cultivate your life in these times. They know, but they're not going to share that part with you. Why? Because they vow not to. They give you all the culture you want, especially if you knew coming into spirituality or your culture, like I said, I was hooked. Anything that had something to do with our culture, anything that had something to do with our culture, I was on it. I was on it. Day and night, day and night, day and night. I was on it. But the ancestors always been with me, helped guiding me. So I carved another notch on my belt. And then when I finally see that what was hidden in the dark, and I say, why? Why did my master teachers didn't share that with me? Maybe because it wasn't time. I give them all due respect, credit. I judge and judge not. And I said, maybe it wasn't that time for them to speak it. Not one, like that song say in church, not one have I heard that's going to speak about your chakras, going to speak about your tones and your vibration. You may hear them saying that we are divine spiritual beings having a human experience, but they ain't telling you about your aura. They ain't telling you about your power that you have inside of you. You see what I'm saying? To make change. Things that in times where you can meditate and detox your body from a lot of these chemicals, you're not going to escape them because, see, they got us in a mayonnaise jar that's been contaminated. You see what I'm saying? And so we got to come up out of there because everything that we digested, everything that we breathing in is toxic. We don't feed ourselves. We don't clothe ourselves. We don't own jack. You see what I'm saying? So now it's time to start growing your own food. It's time for us to restructure our community. It's time for us to bring in the 42 principle of Ma'at at first grade. Matter of fact, start teaching your child, if you're expecting, about the 42 principles of Ma'at, that she or he would take it when he or she comes into the world. Take it from there. You see what I'm saying? Your identity, just like entity, you know what it is. No one had to train you. Train yourself. Let your energy and your spirit guide you through. And that's why your identity, your name, let that be a reflection. Now, I was talking with a great brother last night on my way to work, about 11:30, because I had to be to work at 12 o'clock, and he said something that resonated in my mind. See, sometimes people say something, I know about it, and then they bring it back to remembrance. And as we was talking about before the land masses of Mother Earth was broken up into continents. Everybody that came from North America wasn't in slavery. Cause my great grandfather didn't come in here. It might have came here on a boat. No, that just a walk. And it wasn't in chains and shackle. He wasn't a part of human trafficking because the transatlantic slave trade was not but human trafficking. Let's get that right. That was human trafficking. And yes, we were doing it to our own people. You see what I'm saying? Like we doing other stuff to our own people. Cause you ain't recognizing the the title or the culture. And that's why we fight with each other. We toggle and fight with each other. We don't want to be on the same page. We want to follow the Joneses. We want to be materialistic. You see what I'm saying? So when this was all one continent, we was travelers. You see what I'm saying? We traveled on camel, horse, and foot until we got to where our heart was leading us, and they said, "Oh, this would be a nice place for the village." We had running water, the stream. We have the mountains. We have the forests that we can build our shelter. You see what I'm saying? We automatically knew what to do once we recognized everything. And just like if you go in your backyard, you can't recognize each weed that's in your backyard that can help build up your immune system. You disconnect it. The dandelion leaf. You can eat the dandelion. We used to pick it up, pluck it, and put it through our fingers and say, "Mama had a baby," and the half pop off. I know y'all remember that in grammar school, kindergarten. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
And so you could eat that as it is. Yeah, it might taste, strange and bitter. Eat it. And if it make you throw up, wait a couple minutes and do another one. The stem and the roots, even though they skinny, you had to have a whole bunch of them. See, one of my neighbors was from Korea, and once in a while, I look out my back window or I go on my side porch, and I see her bunk over, doing something in the grass several times. So I approached. I said, "Excuse me, what are you plucking out of the grass, out of the ground?" She never to this day told me. And you might have been traveling, you seen a Korean or Japanese bent over picking up something, especially if you at these travel lodges and these um, rest centers, you'll see some and they picking the leaf. Just watch, observe. We had to observe a lot from a distance. Silence is golden. But she never identified what she was picking because I already knew. Because I know what grows in my backyard. You see what I'm saying? So as me and Eddie was talking about the continents and us as a great people, you see what I'm saying? Just like my name is John Henry. You see what I'm saying? I was brought up and raised that was my slave master's first or last name. That may not be true. That may not be true. Because you remember, we've been here first.
Mhm.
It it maybe been in another dialect, but breaking it
Right.
down into Seminoles, you see what I'm saying? It might come out as Henry. You see what I'm saying? Or could come out as Smith or Johnson. You see what I'm saying? And so as we was having that discussion, we were saying that everything that was thrown at us, we had to reverse it. And that's why I say being a true seeker, and the only way to be a true seeker, you have to let it all go. You have to let it all go, especially your feelings, because sometimes your feelings
Mm-hmm.
and your emotion may not be 100 because it's been
Right.
tainted. You see what I'm saying? And so all this that I'm speaking of is in reference to your identity and symbols. Because just like a Freemason, to be a 33-degree Mason, you had to cross the sands, so to speaking. They just using the terminology. Going across the sand, that means that you had to experience different things to elevate yourself. You see what I'm saying? We all could be scientists. We all could be doctors. We all could be lawyers. You see what I'm saying? We have to take up those responsibilities now. No more government. Let go of the food stamps. You see what I'm saying? Give us, and this was from left field, give us full access to our straw man that you're using in New York City on Wall Street over 1 point something $1 million, and then we good. We good. So the time that we are living in right now, see, they want to see what way you turning. They see with this fake pandemic that a lot of us wasn't dropping like flies. Cause let me tell you something. Ain't no such thing in no pandemic. You see what I'm saying? Mind control. Who really got your mind? Because see, we've been breathing in these chemtrails when we was a child. We just wasn't noticing nothing. Oh, that's airplane getting ready to land. It's loading, dropping fuel so it can land safer. And not, you know what I'm saying? What's in our water? You see what I'm saying? What's in our food? GMOs that's in our foods. All of us inside of us, it's inside of us right now. It's what they add new to the equation that will make you have symptoms of a cough. I ain't never coughed in the summertime. I might have sneezed. We all might have sneezed, but a cough, you're clearing your throat. That's that mucus that's inside you. Dr. Sebi said it best. Get the mucus out your body, and you got a cure for the disease, any disease. But who created the cure and the disease? The creator. The creator through man and through woman, because they had to have a thought, and that thought had to come from somewhere. You see what I'm saying? And so I give honor to all of our viewers, and I appreciate your time. I hope that I was able, in the short frame of mind, because I see it's at 152, and I understand the attention span of our people. Anything over 45 seconds, we start losing consciousness and our body start drifting. You see what I'm
Wow.
saying? And so I want to also make sure that I'm not leaving anything out that's very important. And be a researcher. You got a smartphone. You got these devices. Research, because see, sooner or later you ain't gonna be able to get it. You see what I'm saying? And when you opening up these cell phones or these tablets, you opening up different portals that
Yes.
draws your energy out. I'm see what I'm saying to you is personal experience. I work from 12 to 8 in the morning. Sometimes I get a little sleepy. I try taking that before I go to work. But when that 3 o'clock hit, that monkey come. And guess what I do? I get on TikTok. I was on TikTok one time and just had me laughing. Because, we going through these experiences. Some of them I don't care to experience. So to keep my self-esteem up, to keep my energy up, to keep my battery charged with my alternator, which is my heart, that's keep pumping. I go on TikTok and I find something that's funny. And next minute I know 3 hours went by so fast because what is time? You only can measure time by your clock or your watch. There ain't such thing of time. That's Europeanized. Once you understand that, you can have the power to manipulate time and space. You see how I manipulate time and space by let 3 hours go by and it seemed like I just got on the phone. I was just telling my queen that the other day. I was just telling her that, or mentioning that to her the other day. You see what I'm saying? They know what's going to make you draw you in. Put that cell phone down for 24 hours. I challenge you.
That's right.
Put all devices down for 24 hours. I challenge you. Here and now. And go walk in the park barefooted. Go sit by the tree and look at the tree and hug that tree. Don't worry about somebody call you crazy because somebody know what you're doing. You're drawing that energy, that aura, that field that surrounds us. You're recharging it. Every time it goes up, it coming through, it's recharging. Positive and negative, like your car battery. One of those cells or one of those terminals cannot operate without the other one. Both of them have to coexist with each other. One can't sustain themselves without the other. Just like you got good and bad. You know what I'm saying? You got good and bad, excuse me.
Yes, the polarity.
The polarity. That's right. So this is a teaching session. But I did 5 state of emergency addresses and I'm done. I'm done warning. I'm done giving that information out unless you're coming to me and asking a question because my path my path done took a turn. But I have one more message to share with all of y'all and my closing statement that will be detrimental if it come in existence. Because see, we don't understand how we participating in what's coming at us. See, we all connected. We all connected. You see what I'm saying? One way, shape, form, or fashion. Why would you want to destroy the human population on this earth? Why you want to kill every fish, fowl, and sea? Every fish and fowl that's in the sea. Why you want to kill that? See, these reptilians, these entities, been in the earth a million years. They came from other galaxies. They came down to Mother Earth because Mother Earth have all the resources and minerals. Gold, copper, diamond, you know what I'm saying? Uranium. Oh, we have everything. You see what I'm saying? And that's why the Anunnakians. No, I don't want to go there because that's going to take me somewhere else. I blow you right out of the water. So
Yes.
let me let me whole horse.
Yes. Inky and
Oh,
Lil and them.
yeah. See, that'll blow some of them people that's beginners. I mean, it'll take
Yeah.
them straight out of here. You'll come to the conclusion. I don't want none of this. Just leave me alone. That's too heavy. That's too deep for me. You see what I'm saying? I've been there. You see what I'm saying? But I push on because I know how great I am. There ain't no weapons formed that's ever going to prosper against the chief elder. I eat your Kovic up for breakfast, dinner, and supper. And in between meals, I like to have my snacks at 2 o'clock in the morning. Give me some more because you're giving me power. You're giving me strength because I've been here and you're just getting here and you just don't know how powerful we are. Thanks to our ancestors, we are our living ancestors in the flesh. In the flesh. And when you resonate your name, when you can identify the symbols, you got 2 keys. Now you got to search for the other keys of how you can shape and manipulate time and space. Because in one day, it's the past, the present, and the future. All in
At the
one day.
same time.
At the same time. But these Europeans got you reflecting back. Talk about history. What happened yesterday? What happened last night? What happened last week? They want you to know the power that manifests inside of you. But it's here. Because I stand witness. And my sister definitely stand with us. And we share. We ain't share because we had to. We ain't share because we got to. We share to help set somebody free. We here to bring you to the next level. I challenge you to go to the next level. I challenge you to go to the next level. Let me give you my personal experience. Me and my daughter went to a culture festival the other day. I'm not bragging, boasting. But let me see how, let me show you how things that you want to manifest in your life, you want it, it's going to come. Me and my daughter went to a culture festival out in Myrtle Beach. That's about an hour from my house. We left after I had on barbecue all day. 5-course meals on the grill outside. I get a text from a queen out in North Carolina. She invited me out to Myrtle Beach. I said, darn, you want to give me 15-minute notice? I'm about done. And so I came in and invite the family to go with me. Only one that wanted to go was my princess. So we rode out. Pew! In a 1995 Q45 Infinity. I had the car for 16 years. Been to New York. Been all over the place with it. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, long story short, we brought a few items, we got some drinks, and we headed back home. Just less than 10 minutes down the street, we in a place called the Historic District of Georgetown. You come into Georgetown, please look me up. We'll go to the Rice Museum. We'll go to the place where they was auctioning off our people. Then I got a friend that names Mr. Andrews. He have a Gullah Geechee museum. We call him the storyteller. We'll sit down and chop it up. We have a good day. And anyway, well, we traveling on that street, and it was about 10:15 at night. And, 10:15 at night, it was only 2 people, me and the person that was in front of me. And so, less than 10 miles an hour. So I got my music on, me and my daughter talking, I'm paying attention. Got my seatbelts on, got a seatbelts on and everything. And next when I see the car in front of us, well, it was an SUV in front of us. I see the white light. I said, no, that can't be no reverse light because we right behind this person. Seconds later, bam! Smash by Infinity. I don't, my chief would say, oh, you 8 years ago, you got kicked in the butt with the trunk got pushed in a little bit. So that's why you got a bungee cord, keep your trunk down. And now you got somebody that backed into you and smash your
Wow.
grill, smash your grill and got your hood bent up like this. This picture's on my page. You see what I'm saying? So we called 911 and everything. But the moral of the story, there was a car that I wanted, and I was making payments on it. Through that accident, I was able to get my Mercedes Benz candy apple red. The next day, I called the owner and I said, "Can you meet me at my house at 8 o'clock?" He said, "Yes, I'll be there. I'm running a little bit late, so he got there about 8:30." And I let him. He seen automatically seen my car. You see what I'm saying? When he opened it up, the grill, the Nissan grill just fell to the ground. I said, "Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it." So the ancestors working because of my thought previously. And he said, "You know what, sir? Bring me $500. 10 o'clock in the morning. I got the papers and everything. You can take the car." I say. So this mean, and I got the car that morning. You see what I'm saying? A 2005. I like it. You see what I'm saying? I wanted it. This how you can manifest what you want in real time. It might be like a tragic situation, an accident. See, next time we're gonna have to break down because see, ain't nothing no accident. So we'll break that down. Once I dig into it and can master, so I can bring it to you so that you and chop it up so that you can understand it. There ain't nothing as an accident. I'm gonna just say it like that right now. For right now, then we'll do another take later on. But see, through that accident in the
Yes, which I
historic
look forward
district,
to that.
I say, through that accident, I was able to receive my car. I had five more payments on it. Five more payments on it. I was able to receive my car the next day because I told him, I said, "Look, I can't. The car leaking fluid, and I feel that it's unsafe to drive it." You see what I'm saying? But I got to be to work at 12 o'clock the next night, and he said, "Bring me the $500. You can get the car." So this is how things you can manifest into your reality. See what everything is being projected to us. We ain't manifesting that. We using it because it's been accustomed to us, and it's somebody else's program. It's somebody else giving it to us so that we can manifest it to make it come against us. But like I said, turn those devices off for 24 hours and feel yourself. Feel yourself and see the change. Put your head on your mind, on your head, and then feel the difference. See, you got to depict the difference and body change, energy change, and all that. And then when you get back on, start getting on the phone, you're gonna lose all track of reality. That's the key for you to lose all track of reality. Then they got you because see they program in your mind to different frequency that's just a lower frequency that they can make you go and jump off a building and you know what the hell you did until you hit that ground and say ouch and you're done. There was the senator of Congress lady. I just got this information last night. Maxine Waters. I don't know if y'all seen that clipping on TikTok. Now they got some stuff that you can extract from there safely. And so she was in the background, and they had the lady that is the head of the house now. I forgot the old lady name anyway. But they were showing Maxine Waters. Her eyes was open like this for 5 or 10 minutes and never blinked.
Mm-hmm.
Not one time. Mind control,
Wow.
programming. Now this is where they want you at. They want to be able to. If you don't do what they tell you to do, they gonna turn you off. They're gonna shut you down. I've been saying it. I've been saying it for the longest time. Now I'm finna build up our community. I'm going to Africa. I'm a tribe in Uganda of 600 of my people, our people, and I'm gonna cultivate the land. I'm gonna build this and build that, and that's it. Yeah, I'm gonna jump in and out of the real matrix to the fake matrix because there's always going to be an underworld. It all depends on your choice. You got the free choice. You want to be up here, you want to be here, or you want to be down there. You see what I'm saying? Something finna be excluded though. You know what I'm saying? But that fifth, sixth, and seventh dimension, you ain't got to worry about jack. You ain't got to worry about nothing. Rest assured, if you just want to go lay out in the grass all night long, you ain't got to worry about the bugs. The bugs even go to sleep with you. They be right there on the side of you, going to sleep. You see what I'm saying? So, in my conclusion, what I want to drop this last shell on you, and that is July the 5th. They're calling for CERN, I guess the CERN, to be turned on. Google it. Google it. I ain't got. It's a big machine that's gonna cause blackout on this whole planet. Cause to start that joker up, it gotta absorb all the energy to kick that joker over. And this black person, this melanated man, that is a professor that works for CERN out there in Silicon Valley or so. No, not Silicon Valley. They somewhere else. It's not coming to me right now. But anyway, he exposed them. He said, "Hey, I can expose them, and I still got my job. Because why? Because there ain't nothing you can do about it. Can you stop the planes from spraying chemtrails over our city? No, because if that was the case, it would have been done a long time ago. You see what I'm saying? But they calling for CERN. I don't know if this happening. I don't like speaking it, but I had to say something. So just in case, if you ain't raising your frequency and your vibration fast enough, you see what I'm saying? Because it takes a process to master it. It takes sacrifice to master it. You see what I'm saying? I don't want you running out there in the streets in panic, especially in the summertime. And it's hot. You're used to that AC. You're used to the AC. You ain't want to be in the heat. You don't want to be out there and re-energize that melon that's in your body with the sun. You don't sun gaze. It hurts your
Mm-hmm.
eyes. It hurts your eyes. It'll bother your eyes at first, but then when you get used to it, that sun gazing help brings light where there's a darkness where things were suppressed. Some call it your junk genes. The European call it junk gene. Ain't nothing in this body here is junk. You see what I'm saying? It's a tool to unlock many dimensions. So it has definitely been an honor and a pleasure to speak with you, family and friends. If you watching us on YouTube, for letting us have this without any commercial interruption, without any negative feedback you allow us this time. We appreciate it, but yet we coming for you. See, I can appreciate you one time because see, we at the end now. You see what I'm saying? And so, but I tell you, you know me because you try to block me so much. Hey, how you gonna put me in jail? I don't need you. I got the power. I put you in
Mm-hmm.
jail. I cut you off. Don't let somebody choke your goat. Don't let somebody control you and put you in jail. There's other social networks. Create your own. We looking for creators. We looking for producers because see, we moving forward. You see what I'm saying? We working on our own networking system where you won't be sanctioned because you got the freedom to speak with respect. With respect. You see what I'm saying? We working there. We got over in California a brother, a team over there. They building up a self-sustainable community over there. They asked for my economic development plan. You see what I'm saying? I just gave it away, but I came to the conclusion: if you're going to build your own self-sustainable community, you're going to have to come up with some dollars. I'm tired of giving stuff away. You see what I'm saying? This way, you can pay for it, and I can help other people. You see what I'm saying? I'm fully retired. I decided to go back to work to help the children on a slave plantation, a real slave plantation. The youngest child is 6 years old. The oldest is maybe 10. You see what I'm saying? I'm a counselor. I'm a minister. I'm everything. Everything wrapped into one. And I use all my talent and my ability. One thing I can't sing. I might can harmonize a little bit. Throw on some Luther or some Teddy Pendergraph. You see what I'm saying? Also, my man back in the days was Barry White. Boy, I was a Barry White something. You know what I'm saying? And I just love it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's when the music was great. That helped uplift your spirit, your energy. Anything after 1986 or 76, that's when the industry started turning. That's why today's music, they, if you notice, that they can swear without being cut. You know what I'm saying? Especially on some of these videos. You see what I'm saying? Because Hollywood and the rap and hip hop industry don't gone wild. They don't gone mad. You see what I'm saying? I seen so much that I seen so much stuff that I got a star on my art that I ain't care to see. But I'm human. I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it 100. I'm keeping it 100. You know what I'm saying? Watch what your daughters are looking at. Don't try to control them. Too late for control. Because they gonna cut you out. But just watch and still instill those morals, values, and principles inside of them, and tell them don't get caught up there in the metaverse. I'm gonna repeat that again. Don't get caught out there in the metaverse because you can go out there, be out there 10 hours, and don't drink and eat nothing. And your mom or daddy come knocking on the door, thought you was in school, but you passed out on the floor for dehydration. You haven't eaten nothing. And then they got to call 911 to revise you. So, in my conclusion, like I was just speaking of, um, your culture, your identity, your African centric name, your cultured name, any title that you want to call it, I have it. You see what I'm saying? Just inbox me, on Facebook if you're on Facebook, and if you're not on Facebook, um, my email is Henry B. John. That's HENRY as in boy, John JOHN 24 at gmail.com. Or you can get in contact with my sister here, the Queen. And I appreciate you. I honor you. I respect you more than you can ever know. I'm always here for you. See, a perfect thing. I got a little mucus in me too. Because I ain't going to cough. You know what I'm saying? It ain't COVID. You see what I'm saying? That was a lawyer. And so once in a while, but I eat ginger root. Sometimes raw, sometimes I boil it with some honey, with some cinnamon, and some sage, and I just drink it like that, and that helps keep that. It helps get rid of that mucus. You see what I'm saying? I hear people talking and what are you calling for? This summertime. The heat index is 107 degrees. It's 98 degrees outside, and you
Right.
coughing. Everybody does it. Everybody does it once in a while. It ain't a repeated thing because your immune system is big enough. You see what I'm saying? Thanks to our ancestors, thanks to the gods and the goddesses, thanks to the positive energy of raising our vibrations and our tones and our frequency. That's our defense system, along with our melon. That's our shield of life and protection. And yes, I'm leaving here, but that's all right. We'll see them on the other side. You see what I'm saying? If they raise their vibration, their tone, or they may have to come right back and repeat what they should have corrected the first time. Once you become aware and awaken of what your assignment is and why you've been sent here and your task. And if you don't complete that task, you coming back here and you're gonna repeat it over again and again until you get it right. This is an endless cycle. There's no ending because there ain't no beginning and there's no ending. Like I said earlier, the past, present, and future is all in one day. So that letting you know right there that there ain't no ending, there's no beginning. In the beginning, it was light and darkness. And it was always here. It was always here. So I honor you. I appreciate you. And I'm sending out, as Chief Elder Minister, Hotep and Blessing, sending out positive energy for healing and spiritual growth. Energy and have a safe evening, a grand rising. Don't say morning, because you don't want a morning. You're morning when you're at a funeral. It ain't no more good morning. It's grand rising because you speaking energy to your words that you letting come out your mouth. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, and then at night say rest easy. Say rest easy at night, so that this way that individual can rest easy. Grand rising in the morning, rest easy in the evening. Those are my two tips as we leave you and depart. I see you out there in cyberspace. It ain't gonna be no time soon. Maybe later on, around 6 or something. I check my emails and my inboxes because 24/7 I'm giving good advice and opinion, and it's up to you. It's your choice. You can depict your future. There's no more excuses. No more hiding places. This is one of the greatest opportunities that we will ever have in a long time, many light years. This is the greatest opportunity to become entrepreneurs, whatever you want to do, to be self sustaining, to get yourself from the system, to get rid of the credit cards, get rid of the social security cards, get rid of the birth certificate, get rid of the social security card. We create our own identity cards. If you feel that you need to have a card for this or you need to have a card for that because you don't want to let go all the way. But as I leave you with love and peace, Joy, Queen Joy, it's always an honor. I appreciate you so much, so much. And you stay strong. You on your assignment. And your assignment is to bring the news, bring the word, bring the information to our people. Those that's been lost will now be found. I say, I say, I say, thank you.
I keep hearing that. Ashe, Ashe. It's an honor again to have you here. And my intent, everyone, was to bring Chief Elder Minister John D. Henry and his message here today. So I have nothing to add, and we will see you all next time together. I will be here this evening at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time with Siba Kepra Patah and his message. So tune in later for that. Ashe, Asheo to you all. And again, welcome to Karmic Dynasty and rest easy.
Yes, I say.